The salon smells like mint and something chemical, hair product, probably, or the sharp tang of developer mixing in the back room. Min-woo sits in the leather chair, his reflection staring back at him from the wide mirror, looking like a man waiting for sentencing. The stylist, a woman named Hae-won with asymmetrical purple hair and rings on every finger, circles him like a sculptor examining rough marble. "So," she says, lifting a section of his hair and letting it fall. "When was your last haircut?" Min-woo swallows. "4 months ago, maybe 5. "And where did you go?" "The place near my apartment." 10,001. "They use clippers." Hae-won makes a sound that might be sympathy or might be horror. Yu-jin, perched on the waiting bench behind them, doesn't bother hiding her laugh. "We can work with this," Hae-won announces, her fingers moving through his hair with professional assessment. The cut is all wrong, but the hair itself is good. Thick, healthy. Min-woo watches her in the mirror, watches Yu-jin behind her scrolling through her phone with one leg crossed over the other. She's wearing a black blazer today, professional even on a Sunday, but her jeans soften the look. Every so often, she glances up, catching his eye in the reflection, and something passes between them. Encouragement, maybe, or conspiracy. "Trust me," Hae-won says, and before Min-woo can respond, she's tilting his head forward, and scissors are whispering through his hair with quick, decisive snips. The sound is oddly intimate. Min-woo closes his eyes, feeling the gentle pressure of her fingers against his scalp, the cool metal of the scissors near his ears. Hair falls past his face in dark strands, littering the black cape draped over his shoulders. He tries not to think about how different he'll look, tries not to calculate the probability of this being a mistake. "Relax your shoulders," Hae-won murmurs. "You're wound up like a spring." Min-woo consciously lowers his shoulders. They creep back up within seconds. Eugene's voice cuts through his anxiety. "Remember what we talked about. First impressions include body language. You can have the best haircut in Seoul, but if you walk around hunched like you're apologizing for existing, it won't matter." "I don't hunch." "You absolutely hunch. There's no cruelty in it, just matter-of-fact observation. You make yourself smaller, like you're trying not to take up space." The scissors pause. Hae-won meets his eyes in the mirror. She's right. Even sitting, you're all folded in on yourself. Heat crawls up Min-woo's neck. He forces himself to sit straighter, to pull his shoulders back. The position feels unnatural, like he's posturing, performing something he doesn't know how to be. "Better," Yu-jin says. "Now keep doing that until it feels normal." The next 15 minutes pass in a meditative rhythm. Scissors, then comb, then scissors again. Hae-won works with focused silence, occasionally turning his head with gentle pressure on his jaw. Min-woo keeps his eyes closed, afraid to watch, afraid of the stranger he might see emerging in the mirror. "Okay," Hae-won says finally. "Look." Min-woo opens his eyes. The man in the mirror has his face, his glasses, his uncertain expression. But the hair is different, shorter on the sides, textured on top with a slight sweep across his forehead. It makes him look sharper somehow, more defined. Younger, maybe, or just more intentional. Behind him, Yu-jin has stood up, moving closer to examine Hae-won's work. Her reflection appears beside his, and Min-woo notices for the first time how he has to tilt his head down slightly to meet her eyes. He's always known he's taller, but in this moment, the height difference feels significant, worth noticing. "This is perfect," Yu-jin says, and something in her voice sounds surprised. "Hae-won, you're a genius." Hae-won grins, pleased. "I know." She runs her fingers through the top of his hair, showing him the movement. "You want to use product. Not too much, just enough to give it texture. Like this." She reaches for a small tub, scoops out what looks like barely anything, and works it through with deft fingers. "See? Natural, but intentional." Min-woo watches, trying to memorize the motion, knowing he'll probably get it wrong when he tries at home. "And the glasses," Yu-jin says. She's still standing close enough that Min-woo can smell her perfume, something light, citrusy. "We need to talk about contacts." "I've worn glasses since I was 12. "I know, but contacts would show off your face better." She reaches out, and Min-woo goes very still as her fingers touch the frame at his temple, adjusting the position slightly. The gesture is clinical, instructive, but his heart kicks against his ribs anyway. "These frames are fine, but they hide your eyes. And you have good eyes." Two people have told him this in a week. Min-woo doesn't know what to do with the information. An hour later, they're in a coffee shop near the salon, one of the trendy Hanamdong places with exposed brick and succulents on every surface. Yu-jin has a notebook open on the table between them, her handwriting neat and purposeful as she writes. Min-woo holds his iced Americano, the cup leaving wet rings on the dark wood. Body language, Yu-jin says, underlining the words. It's not just about standing straight. It's about presence. I'm not sure I know what that means. Yu-jin looks up, studying him with that assessing gaze he's becoming familiar with. When you walk into a room, you act like you're hoping no one will notice. Eye contact for half a second, then away. Hands in pockets. Quick, apologetic movements. Every word lands like a diagnosis. Min-woo shifts in his chair, suddenly hyper-aware of his posture, his hands, where he's looking. It's not your fault. Yu-jin continues, her voice gentler. You've spent your whole life trying to be good at things, school, work, and in those contexts, being quiet and deferential paid off. But in social situations, in dating, it reads as insecurity. Because it is insecurity, right? So we work on it. She flips to a new page. Eye contact. That's first. When someone talks to you, hold their gaze. Not in a creepy way. Don't stare, but long enough that they know you're present, engaged. Min-woo nods, then realizes he's looking at her notebook instead of at her. He lifts his eyes. Yu-jin is watching him, waiting, and the directness of it makes his breath catch. Like this, she says. You're doing it right now. The moment stretches. Min-woo feels exposed, like she can see directly into all his inadequacies. But he doesn't look away. Her eyes are dark, flecked with amber in the afternoon light filtering through the window. There's a small mole near her left eyebrow he's never noticed before. Good, Yu-jin says quietly. Then she glances down, breaking the connection, and Min-woo can breathe again. See? That wasn't so hard. It was terrifying, actually, but Min-woo doesn't say so. Posture, Yu-jin continues, back to business. Shoulders back, chest open. Take up space. When you sit, don't fold in on yourself. Let your arms rest on the table, your chair. Claim your territory. This feels like a lot to remember. It'll become natural. Muscle memory. She takes a sip of her latte, leaving a faint mark of lipstick on the cup's rim. The key is confidence. Even if you don't feel it, you project it. Fake it till you make it. Exactly. Yu-jin's smile is quick, approving. The haircut helps. You look different already. Min-woo touches his hair self-consciously, feeling the unfamiliar shortness. Different good. Very good. She's writing again, but something in her tone makes him look at her more closely. There's a faint color in her cheeks that wasn't there before. Your high school crush won't know what hit her. The mention of Ji-young lands strangely. For the past 2 hours, Min-woo hasn't thought about the reunion once. He's been entirely focused on this. The haircut, the lesson, the way Yu-jin looks at him like he's a project worth investing in. Yu-jin, he says, and she looks up. He holds her gaze, practicing. Thank you. For all of this. It's what we agreed to. I know, but still. Something shifts in her expression, softens, maybe, or opens. You're a good student, Min-woo. You actually listen. Is that unusual? Very. She closes the notebook, sliding it toward him. Practice this week. The posture, the eye contact. Be conscious of how you move through space. Min-woo takes the notebook, flipping through her notes. Her handwriting is surprisingly neat, each instruction precise. He wonders if she spent time on this, preparing, or if it all just flows naturally from her. Outside the window, Seoul moves in its endless rhythm. Pedestrians, cars, the electric hum of the city. Inside, the coffee shop plays soft indie music, and Min-woo sits across from Yu-jin, his hair still smelling faintly of salon products, feeling like he's balanced on the edge of something he can't quite name. Same time next week? Yu-jin asks, already reaching for her phone. Same time, Min-woo agrees. But as he watches her pack up, as they stand and move toward the door, he realizes with sudden clarity that he started looking forward to these lessons in a way that has nothing to do with the reunion at all.